Hey guys, welcome back today with a special show. Today is a little bit different video here, and in my opinion this video is kinda do it for me because you can see in title, this is my top 3 concert that I went to in 2025. So yeah, it's crazy to think that I went to two back in 2019. Just on the side note here, back in 2019 I went to 2 concerts, which is G-Fan and IU. First one is G-Fan. I got a little bit of problem. I still remember. I got a little bit on the problem of the concert there. That is on my part because that is my first ever concert, and I choose really front seat, which I thought it was going to be a good idea, but it's not because there's a big ass speaker in front of me, so it's kind of a little bit hard to hard for me because yeah, the speaker is definitely big and loud. So I sit literally near the speaker, and I thought I'm going to sit a little bit closer if I choose the front seat, but nope. So yeah, that is on my part. That is my first ever concert back in 2019. Then in December 2019, I went to IU. Definitely pretty amazing, but I also have complained because I couldn't record much, that is on the organizer part, because I don't know why, and I still remember this. I don't know why we couldn't record any part, but for the seating area, we couldn't really record a lot for some reason. But for their VIP, they get to record a lot for some reason, which that is on the organizer part. I would say I definitely hate the organizer, but that organizer kind of invite some more artists this year, so I decided why not just go, even though I don't really like the organizer, unfortunately. But yeah, and then we got COVID, of course. There's no concert from 2021 to 2022, 2023, I believe, or 2024. Yeah, so it was last year. I think 2023 I went to a concert, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think so. In 2024 I went back after everything was a little bit cleared up. I went to IVE concert. Pretty nice. The only concert that I went to in 2024 last year, which is on February, IVE. And then 2025 I went to 5 different concerts, which is quite crazy. I didn't say specifically K-pop because I went to one like a non-K-pop concert, which spoiler alert, she might be in the list, we shall see. But yeah, which is crazy because as soon as I started working, most of the girl will be like, okay, let's go to Malaysia now. So yeah, that's why I said it, kind of to go to their concert, and most of this concert. And then today is 25th, I believe, if I'm taken by the time I got this. So in November, I don't think I'm gonna go to any other concert in my country anymore. But there are 2 different solo artists that is still going to coming to Malaysia by this year, which is Somi and Kwon Yun-bi. I'm not going to both of them, and also Wendy. So I forgot the Wendy part. Wendy is also coming to Malaysia. So the one that I kind of really don't want to go is Somi, and also yeah, the one that I don't really want to go is Somi. No hate, but I'm not really into her. Kwon Yun-bi, I do kind of want to go to her concert, but it's a bit on the pricey side for a solo artist. Not gonna lie, it's the same price as the when a K-pop group came to do a concert here. So I feel like not worth it. Wendy, the price is okay. I do really want to go, but I'm going to Comet Fiesta. It's the same day as Comet Fiesta, unfortunately. But I mean, I met like 3 of the spoiler alert, I met 3 of the 5 out of 5 members. So it would be pretty cool to see Wendy here, but I'm gonna pass. So unfortunately I have to pass her because I'm going to Comet Fiesta this year. But yeah, the 5 concert that I went to this year is beginning of the year we got NIKI, another K-pop concert. And then in June we got Babymonster. So yeah, and then on on August, yeah, on August we got NMIXX. I went to the NMIXX. Not really NMIXX special concert. Just an organizer in Malaysia here decided to invite NMIXX for some reason together with the any other artists. So yeah, and then on September I went to Irene Seulgi. Pretty fun. I have a lot of fun. Spoiler. And then lastly, last month I went to Twice after 8 years of standing there. I went to Twice concert. So let's rank all 5 of these. I mean, I'm going to rank 3. I'm going to tell you my top 3. I mentioned in the video data, but I'm going to tell you the other 2 for the honorable mention. But that one I'm going to tell you before I announced the number 1 place. So let's go to the number 3 spot. So number 3 spot goes to the Irene Seulgi concert balance tour, I believe. And Malaysia is like their, I think not their last, if I'm American, not their last stop, but almost their last, their second last stop. And for a third gen group, they definitely know, I mean, for a third generation group like Red here, Twice here, G-Fan here, they know how to treat their fan. They know how to make the the fans' money kind of worth it, I would say, because it was amazing. The venue is okay. I mean, they didn't need a lot of venue. I mean, they didn't need a large venue. The concert held at Zep. Sorry, not Zep. Ideal Life, I believe. If I'm mistaken, at Ideal Life Kuala Lumpur. And for Irene and Seulgi, they unfortunately they didn't need a big venue, but it was still sufficient. I feel like the price is a bit on the higher side for the seating area. Not gonna lie, that is one of my guide for this concert. But I have a lot of fun, especially encore. That is one of the longest and one of the most fun encore I have ever been to. They know how to entertain the fan during encore. That is the praise that I have to give to Red Velvet, because it was amazing. They went, unfortunately, for the seating area, there is like a front seating. We are at the second level, so it is a 2-level venue. So for their seating, we got front, and then middle, and then back, and each of them have different price. And unfortunately, I bought the middle seat one just because I don't think the front seat is gonna be worth it. But unfortunately, I mean, at that time I didn't know that they're gonna go up at their seating area and interact with fans. So I was like, okay, let's just get the middle seat, because the front, there's a little bit big difference of their price compared to the middle seat and the front seat. So I decided just to take the middle seat, because then after I went to Spoiler and Mix and Babymonster concert, that's the one that I could kind of I could buy. So yeah, and I kind of regret not getting the front seat, but at the same time, it is fine. I could still see them clearly, I would say, because the venue is small. It is suitable for them to interact with fans. That is one of the things that I do really like, and I will never forget about this concert is they interact with fans. They try to interact as much as they can with their fan, which I feel like for a K-pop group to do that in a big venue is gonna be very hard. But for a small venue like this, it is fine, and I'm happy with it. And yeah, I went here because and also Seulgi actually. So yeah, Seulgi is my bias in Red Velvet, so I definitely have to go to this concert, of course. But number 3 spot goes to the Red Velvet Irene Seulgi Balance Tour. Okay, number 2 spot goes to the Babymonster Hello Tour World Tour. And Malaysia is like one of their earliest stop. It's also like almost their last stop actually for the Asia tour. But then I think they announced like a US tour So yeah, but I think by the time I got they already finished their tour, if I'm not mistaken, since they have their comeback. I think like last few weeks, and by the way, they got a lot of hate on that, unfortunately. But I think it's a pretty fire song. I do like the song actually. We Go Up. That is a not really a good song, not really a bad song. I do kind of like it. So yeah, but Babymonster, Hello Monster. So this one is my first ever K-pop concert in this year, and for some reason I don't know why I decided to take the VIP standing. So yeah, I took the VIP standing. I do have Grab here on here that is not on the organizer part. I feel like that is on the audience part for me, because the one thing that kind of still confused me is that VIP standing and Cat 2 standing is kind of mixed. They don't have like a barrier or anything. They just for the to separate the difference between VIP standing and also the Cat 2 standing. I don't know why it is Cat 2 not Cat 1, but yeah, they don't have barrier for that. So of course with VIP you got the benefit where you can watch their sound check. And on the side note, my first ever sound check, I do kind of get why people pay a bit higher to see sound check, but at the same time I don't see the reason of going in there early just to see them sound check. That's just my opinion. But I mean, I got the availability ticket and I use the benefit, of course, to see their sound check. They just have a sound check for like 10 to 15 minutes, which is quite crazy, to be honest. Just to pay like a pretty high price comparing to Cat 1 price and also VIP price. The Cat 1 didn't have any VIP sound check, but for some reason VIP have the sound check and you need to pay higher price compared to the Cat 1 just for their sound check. Which is I am not sure why people do that, but that's your money, so I'm not judging that. But in my opinion, I don't see the buying a lot of VIPs in the future just to see their sound check, in my opinion. But back on that, they don't have the barrier to separate the between VIP and Cat 2. So I went to the sound check and then I go back to go to the toilet, of course, because the concert like started in about like pretty late, in about an hour. So I decided to go to the toilet first, and then I tried to go back in. The Cat 2 standing already went in, so I tried to like to go in front to my section. There is a couple here that didn't let me go through, but they are Cat 2. There is a difference between VIP and Cat 2. Cat 2, of course, the VIP have their lanyard and then special like a wristband, I believe, while the Cat 2 didn't have that. So I tried to go to the in front, but the couple didn't let me for some reason. So, but there are some other the fandom, Babymonster fandom name, I forgot the Babymonster fandom name, but there are other people that kind of helped me when to the front a bit, and I get a pretty good view of them. So that is pretty happy. I guess that's just that's my blessing there actually. So I get a lot more better view compared to the sound check. Another guy, there is one guy that I have. There's just on there's another guy that I have is I have to stand like legit 6 from 2 to like 8 legit 6 hours of standing there, which is, it was an experience, and I don't think I'm going to do that again. Maybe 1 or 2 times more, but nah, I'm not going to do that again. Just standing there for 6 hours while recording. I mean, I have a pretty long leg and pretty long arm, but it's quite it's quite crazy to do like a recording for not really full straight 3 hours, just some time here and there. But it's quite crazy. I don't think I'm gonna do that often in the future, but I might do that in the future again, maybe take a standing. But I went to the concert here. It is a YG concert. It is a YG entertainment concert, and then YG artists have this, most of their YG songs have the upbeat kind of vibe, so choosing standing is definitely worth it, because because most of their audience they're standing kind of like jumping around, and most of their song is upbeat, so you need to like jump around to, and I could see the member like having fun there. That's one thing. So yeah, definitely I'm pretty happy that I got the VIP here for this Babymonster. Even though to be honest, before going to the concert, I'm not really a big fan of that, but after going to the concert, yeah, I do kind of after I went to the concert, of course, I became a little bit of the bigger fan of the Babymonster. Babymonster like one of my top 3 fit gen K-pop group now, I would say. So yeah, that is pretty much hot take, I would say, because many people didn't really like Babymonster because they don't have their personality, I guess. They still don't have like a sound, like a perfect sound for the group. But they just might take definitely one of my top 3 fit gen K-pop group right now, I would say. So yeah, overall pretty nice experience, and definitely I could see the member pretty closely to be honest. So I'm definitely pretty happy to that I take this VIP here. So number 2 spot goes to the Babymonster Hello Monster World Tour. Let's go to the honorable mention itself. Okay, the honorable mention, I'm just gonna do 2 straight away, which is the NIKI one and also the NMIXX. Let's start out with the NIKI, since it's not a K-pop concert. So the NIKI concert here, I went there because the concert held in February, and also I've never went to Idol Live, so I feel like I was trying to see price, plus the price on the ticket is pretty cheap compared to this K-pop concert here. So I decided, okay, why not just try it, because there's one of my friends that kind of want to go. So I decided, okay, maybe I could go there with her, you know, because usually I go to the concert here alone. So most of the concert here I went there alone. So it was nice to it was definitely nice to have someone, you know, to go to the concert, because it was a lot more fun, and the price is definitely pretty, for standing, that is pretty cheap. I mean, NIKI is definitely not pretty famous, that is just my opinion, but not pretty famous compared to this K-pop girl, but for a standing price, that is pretty cheap, actually, not gonna lie. And I do not regret going to the concert, because one, I went with my friend, then the second one is, since I already know Irene and Seulgi is coming to the same place, I decided to go, I decided to check out their venue to see, you know, to see the venue there. And yeah, it was definitely really fun. I mean, most of their NIKI song is definitely not upbeat. I mean at first I didn't know most of the NIKI song that I know is kind of low beat, but then when I went to the concert, I discovered that she have a lot more of upbeat song, which is definitely quite an interesting discovery, not gonna lie. And I guess one girl that I have is the concert is too short. It's like not even in 2 hours, which I do get it. I mean, for the price, I do get it, and I don't think NIKI have a lot of songs also, to be honest. But there's that for the honorable mention. And then NMIXX. So I do really want to put NMIXX high in this list. Unfortunately, I do definitely want to put NMIXX, but unfortunately, I do not have a lot of fun. I mean, first thing, I guess the good thing about NMIXX here is, luckily I take the cheaper seating area, because yeah, I know that it is not an NMIXX concert alone. The organizer invites some other like a Malaysian artist to perform with NMIXX, but at least let NMIXX have an encore at least, because they perform like not even 30 minutes, which is quite crazy. So I'm glad that I didn't pick a pricey like a sitting area. I definitely see like a pretty at the back, so I'm quite happy with that. And another good thing is, I guess, I sit with like a 2 different girls here, and I could see that they are definitely a big Answer. So their NMIXX fandom name is Answer, so I could see that they're pretty big fan of NMIXX, and when NMIXX came, they literally shout. So I do have the footage of me recording most of the NMIXX performance, and most of the most of the voice kind of came from both of them. So yeah, I could definitely see that they're pretty big fan of NMIXX. And by the time I went to the concert, I know NMIXX a bit. I do really like NMIXX before I went to concert anyway. So yeah, definitely a biggest guy that I have. I know it is not their solo concert, but at least let them have an encore or let them perform longer, because for the price is, this is just my take, I quite kind of sad for the VIP, because they pay pretty high price. I'm pretty sure to see NMIXX, not the any other artist that the organizer invite, but still, well, it is not, like it is not their solo concert, so it is not NMIXX concert solely. And I heard by the time I got this, I heard that NMIXX is doing world tour. Hopefully they include Malaysia in the list. If they include Malaysia in the list, heck yeah, I'm going again, because there are some songs that they didn't perform, like Tang. They didn't perform Tang. I really want to see Tang. They didn't perform Young Dumb Stupid. So is that the name song of the? I think yeah, that is the name of their song, Young Dumb Stupid. They didn't perform that. So yeah, I would definitely love to see both of these songs live. So hopefully they include Malaysia in the world tour that is ongoing now. So yep. But that is the honorable mention. Now let's go to the number one spot, which you might already know what it is. At the number one spot, of course, Twice. So like I tell you, after 8 years standing there, I still remember like watching, I think I watched TT or Cheer Up music video first. Either way, I think I first get to know them by Cheer Up, but then I watched TT, but I didn't really like into them yet. And then at that time, before Knock Knock, yes, I'm a big fan of them, and I started watching Knock Knock, and I followed them from Knock Knock until kinda now. So yeah. Another memory that I have about Twice here is, I do remember NIKI. When NIKI announced, I was at my village, and I was pretty excited to see for NIKI album to be released. But I was at my village, and unfortunately they didn't at my village they didn't have any like really good services, so I couldn't really listen to their song at their album. Pretty sad at that time. But then I legit have to go to outside of the house in my villages to get a good Wi-Fi. So yeah, seeing them, and also another cool thing here is that they are doing 360 concert, which you need a bigger venue and you need to perform well, because it is a 360 concert venue. So you need to perform like every corner of the stadium, and for that I feel like they did well. And to say that, because I think not a lot of K-pop group do 360 concert tour that I know of. Twice is the only one that I know, and to see them do that is quite amazing. I mean, of course, not all of their member in this concert set list they have their own solo song, so not all their member can do like east side of their stadium. But I'm glad that I picked the right side of their stadium, because Shui, which is my bias, as you already know, my bias, she performed at the right side of my side of the seating area, which I'm quite happy to see that. Quite happy to see them like trying to interact with fans as much as they can, even though the venue is pretty big it's pretty big, and that is their first time ever doing 360 concert, and not a lot of K-pop group do that, and they execute it well, I feel like. And the organizer, I feel like the organizer is okay too, and this Twice here since it's third gen, and I went with my friends, and I met some of the fans that I met at the other concert. So yeah, I met some new people. Twice is like third gen, and they've been like they've debuted for like 10 years. A lot of people know them. The seating area at my country is sold out, but unfortunately the standing is not. So the standing is a bit on the empty side, but the seating is all sold out. So yeah. The cool thing here, I went for this concert is I went with my friend, and I technically introduced Twice to them. So so yeah, they get to stand Twice also, because I started like being a big fan during back in high school. So I have like this little Twice pin, Twice box stuff back in high school. So yeah, but it was nice, and seeing most of their they perform most of their title track, which is cool. There are some title track that I would like to see them perform. Like I don't think they perform like Key, unfortunately, so that will be pretty cool to see. I think they perform like Key, if I'm mistaken. What other? They didn't perform Scientists. That's fine with me. They didn't perform what else? They performed That's the Night Way. They performed Fancy. Yeah, they didn't perform More and More also, if I'm mistaken. But they try to perform as much main title track as possible, and I'm quite happy with the title track that they perform, especially Fancy, of course, with the Fish Special, of course, with their fan chant, the famous fan chant. That is pretty happy to be part of their fan chant, and to be part of that is also pretty cool. Yeah, Alcohol Free. I think they perform Alcohol Free, if I'm not mistaken. But they didn't perform Cheer Up too, and also like Wow. But that is an old song, unfortunately. But it would be pretty cool if they perform that, because that is the era that is the peak era for me, actually. You know, starting from the 2019 back to 2025, that is like Twice era. That is Twice era. A lot of people know Twice during that time, and Twice is like unbeatable at that time. So yeah, but obviously number one spot goes to Twice. I have to give it to Twice, even though, to be honest, I have a lot more fun going to the Babymonster concert, probably because I took VIP standing. But Twice is like OG, you know. It's like bringing back my childhood, aside, not really like a childhood, like a teenager excitement, I would say. So, you know, like after 8 years, I think if 8 years, 15 years old, my 16 years old, at that time, wouldn't believe that my future me will go to their concert in the future, which is quite crazy. And I'm happy, and I'm glad that I didn't pass out on their concert like for the third time, because they went to the Malaysia like 2 times before COVID, but I passed both of them because I have important exam. So yeah, I'm quite happy that I didn't pass their concert for the third time. I'm pretty happy. I think this is for World Tour have to go to my number one spot. So let's end the video up. The video is pretty long already. Yes, this is my top 3 concert that I went to in 2025. It's quite crazy to think that I went to 5 different concerts this year. It's pretty crazy, but yeah, 2026 is gonna be quite mysterious, because there's already one concert that I already planned to go in January, which is pretty new group. It is not a K-pop group. It is a K-pop group, but not like a girl group. It's like a band, which is Cure. I believe that's how you pronounce their name, Cure. It is a girl group, K-pop girl group band. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. So yeah, I'm planning to go to their concert, which I see, because the price is quite cheap for K-pop concert. So yeah, and the venue is also, I never went to that venue before, so definitely excited to see that, to go to a new venue. There is one that I already planned, and I've heard in Malaysia, since IVE is doing world tour again, I heard that Malaysia is in the sad list. So if IVE comes again to Malaysia, 100% I'm going to their IVE concert again. And they have their light stick. and I already went to their concert, and I kind of want to see their latest song, like a Heya live. I do really want to see Rebel Heart. I do really want to see some of their Japanese, but I don't think they're gonna perform Japanese song. Most of the time they don't perform Japanese song, unfortunately. So yeah, I do really want to see Attitude. I do really want to see Rebel Heart. I do really want to see Heya. I do really want to see Betty again live. So yeah, there are some of their live songs that I do want to see live again, actually. So if they come to Malaysia again for this world tour, heck yeah, I'm going to again to their concert in next year. But I guess this is my top 3 concert that I went to in 2025. So okay guys, thanks for watching the video. Comment, share to see more of this. Now I'm not sure I'm gonna do it next year. Probably will, since I have one concert planning in January, and I feel like most of these K-pop girl I now already see Malaysia, so most of them are coming like at the same time, and most of them are coming like a lot. So yeah, and I forgot, when Twice came to Malaysia, it is the same day, unfortunately the same day as the VVs. So yeah, I would have went to the VVs concert if they didn't perform it, they didn't like came here the same time as Twice. But then I mean, to be honest, Twice and VVs, I have to go with Twice because I already went to Japan concert, so I'm fine with that. I definitely want to see Twice. I don't want to skip Twice for the 3rd time. So yeah, I decided to choose Twice instead of VVs, unfortunately. Hopefully VVs will came again here in Malaysia, so I feel like they will come here again in Malaysia. I feel like, we shall see. But yes, this is, so yeah, I might do this next year, so I guess I will see you again for the next year, but we shall see. Yep, and goodbye.